march down the mall.
Yeah, the people that Piers mentions were not, in all cases, democratically elected. However much you might oppose what President Trump is doing, he is doing exactly what he promised the American people he would do once he became elected. And they elected him to do that. You now want to ban him from the place where we elect people in order to speak their minds. That's an incredibly anti-democratic stance to take. That you're not just denying his voice. You're denying the voice of the American people.
With respect, this is about what Britain does. Do we show leadership? Do we stand up for the type of values that we believe in? And do we offer our highest honours?
Do we defend democracy?
Do we offer the highest honours to people who stand against things that the government themselves have criticised? Piers, yourself, you've criticised the decision. And my question is, do we give that all on a plate, straight away? That visit with the Queen,
OK, let me answer.
The carriage down the mall.
I did criticise it because I think it's a flawed plan in the sense that countries like Saudi Arabia and Pakistan and Egypt, which have been fomenting terrorism for a long time, are not on the banned list. I also don't understand why green card holders, legal permanent residents, have been pulled aside and detained, etc., etc. There are deep flaws in this thing. What I don't like is the way it's now been framed as a ban on Muslims, because that's just factually inaccurate.
Except that is exactly what he promised in his campaign.
Initially, he said that was what he was going to do.
He said it a number of times.
No, but I think the way to deal with Trump, it seems to me, is not mass hysterical screaming and marching. I think you've got to be more focused, personally, right, to be more effective. And the trouble is, I now see it framed as a Muslim ban. He just turns around and says, well, it's not. 85% of all the world's Muslims are living in countries that are free to come into America. It's not a ban on Muslims. He's targeted the 7 countries which Obama's administration and the CIA had cited as the 7 most dangerous places for fomenting terrorism in the world. Now, regardless of the debate over the minutiae of how it's been executed, there will be a lot of people in America who share his concern about those 7 countries and about the potential risk of people getting into the refugee system.
But with respect, this is about what Britain chooses to do. This is about British values, about what we stand for in the world. Are we a leader? Do we stand up to our strongest allies when they get things wrong? Or do we follow? And do we run desperate across? Do we offer everything on a plate before we've even seen what the President's done? It doesn't strike me as a very good set of negotiations to offer our highest honours on day one.
I do get it. But my point is, if you're Donald Trump, and you consider yourself to be half British, your mum was Scottish, you'd be looking forward to this, the Prime Minister's extended the invitation, suddenly it all gets cancelled.
But you don't offer it on day one.
It has been offered.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have. And we've heard from the former head of the Foreign Office to say you're dragging the Queen into this controversy.
Once it's been offered...
The British public are not happy with this. Look at the number of people who have signed the petition. Look at the number of people in my own constituency in Cardiff and Penarth who signed this. This is not some sort of reaction, crazy view. This is a mainstream view. This is people who are really concerned about what he's done and what he's said.
Stephen, my point would be, if you're Trump and you're looking at us rolling out the red carpet for Putin, King Abdullah...
Well, it seems like we've rolled over. It seems like we've rolled over.
Well, it seems like we've rolled over for a very, very, very long time. The idea that Her Majesty can't deal with a New York billionaire when she says some of the most despicable tyrants in history get in the red carpet, I think it's extraordinary.
It's a choice, and we shouldn't have offered it.
OK. Stephen
Dowdy, good argument. Thank you very much indeed.
And I think your grandfather is American.
He was an American GI, came over a Second World War to fight the Nazis. So, I love America, I love Americans. I respect the office of the President of the United States, but I'm not happy with what Donald Trump is doing.
The democratic vote?
I respect the democratic vote, but it's what we choose to do. We don't choose to honour.
Do you respect America's right to have any laws they see fit and to implement them how they wish?
Look, the American system's got lots of checks and balances. He's already been challenged by lots of people.
Do you respect it?
Well, Donald Trump has a right to propose legislation. He's got a right to propose laws, but he's also going to be challenged by his own people and by his own government about those things.
So you think it's also our job to challenge?
Yeah, we have a choice about our values, what we stand for up in the world.
OK. Stephen Dowdy, thank you very much.
27 minutes past 6. Now, Jo Cox had only been an MP for just over a year when she was murdered in her West Yorkshire constituency.